Welcome back to the Score Sunday. There is a new face in the WQAD sports department. Camille Gear just wrapped up her first week with us, and you stayed around for a second week so far.
I know, right? Maybe I'll stay a little longer. We'll see.
Well, the weather hasn't scared you off, and we haven't scared you off yet. So
True.
we're excited to have you here. Kind of tell everybody where you're from and where you're coming from for us.
Sure. So I was born and raised in Franklin, Tennessee. I tell people Nashville because not everyone knows where Franklin is, but it's about 30 minutes outside of Nashville. So yeah, I grew up there my entire life, went to the University of Tennessee for college, go Vols, and then I'm actually coming from a TV station in Hazard, Kentucky, so it's about 2 hours east of Lexington.
Pretty small down there?
Yeah, pretty small. Hazard, I think, is a town of like 7,000 people, so it's really small. But if you've ever lived in a small town, it's like the most fun thing because everybody knows everybody. You know, everyone knows all the drama. So it was kind of a really nice contrast to go from Nashville to a really, really small town.
So your interest in sports, where did that start? Where did that begin?
Yeah, so I don't really have like a great story when it comes to that.
Sure.
You know, there's not like a one moment, but I think for me how it kind of started is growing up I did pageants a lot. So when you do pageants, they always ask, what do you want to be when you grow up? So me and my mom sat down one day and we're like, okay, like what do I want to be? Because I really had no idea. Like princess, doctor, like, what was it going to be, right?
Sure.
What were my options? So at the time I played so many sports, soccer, volleyball, softball. I mean, I played like 4 sports at once and I loved sports. I loved riding horses. So after we talked, we kind of got to this conclusion of, okay, how about being a reporter on horseback at the Kentucky Derby?
Sure.
So that was
Makes
like
sense.
kind of how it evolved. But obviously that job, there's only like maybe a couple people that actually do that job.
Yeah.
So eventually it just evolved to just wanting to be a sports reporter.
So why stay with it? What do you like about it now that you've been able to do it for a little bit?
I think my favorite thing about this job is getting so close with all the athletes. Like I love the student athletes, both at a college level and then obviously at a high school level too. I think passion is like a big thing for me. Sure. I love sports so much. I know what it gave me growing up on and off the field, so I like to see that through kids that we cover too.
So I'm guessing professional-wise, since you're from Tennessee, you're from Nashville, that a lot of those teams are going to be down there?
Yes, for sure. So we're big Tennessee Titans fans. We actually have season tickets, so
nice.
We try to go pretty often. I love the Nashville Predators. Hockey is like one of my favorite sports. And then obviously for college, Tennessee. So yeah.
So coming up here, what excites you about being in this area and kind of getting to know our viewers and the people around the area?
I think just a new chapter,
Sure.
A new challenge. I think in sports and in this job too, it's an opportunity to get better each and every day. So that's kind of what I have here, which I'm really excited about. And then obviously working with you and Matt might be fun.
I'll pay you later for that.
Yeah, let's ask me 6 months. Let's do a follow-up 6 months from now and see if I'm still, bright-eyed and bushy-tailed and happy. But, first time living in the Midwest, I'm excited to see what that's about. I do like the snow. I'm excited to go skiing, hopefully in a couple weeks. We'll see. But, yeah.
Is there a favorite sport that you like to cover?
Football for sure. I love football. I'm a football girl through and through. But I am excited to cover hockey here because hockey in the South is not a high school sport really. At least in Kentucky, it was in Tennessee, but not in Kentucky. So I'm excited about that. I love basketball, and I know you guys love basketball too. So
is there a sport out there that you don't know a lot about that you hope to get to know a little bit more while you're up here? For me, it was lacrosse. I started covering lacrosse and I knew nothing about it, but now I know just a little.
See, that actually was going to be my answer.
Okay.
I think lacrosse. My brother played it in high school a little bit, so I've been around it a hair, but honestly, I probably couldn't tell you like 3 things about it. So I think that's probably one of the coolest sports that I'm excited about.
You mentioned the Kentucky Derby and wanting to be that reporter on horseback. Have you been to the Kentucky Derby? What do you like about that?
Yes, so I have been. I've been twice actually.
Nice.
And if you haven't gone,
I would love to go.
It's a bucket list item.
Sure.
You have to go. So it was actually, that was my present from my parents for my 21st birthday. So me and 4 friends got to go. Literally best day of my life. It was so much fun. And then we went, one of my friends lived in Louisville a couple years ago, so we went again. But it's amazing. We didn't pay $5,000 to be in the stands or anything. We were in the infield like peasants, but it still was a great time.
So obviously, you going to Tennessee, you're probably a big SEC fan.
For sure.
Are you going to be able to transition over to liking the Big Ten at all?
I know, right? It's kind of weird for me because SEC, like it's SEC ride or die, right? You know, that's how everyone is.
Absolutely.
So I don't know, switching conferences, I'm excited to kind of see how the other side lives, I guess.
Well, we're excited to have you here. Obviously, the first week under your belt, we got to teach you a lot of things already in the first week. You're going to be a fixture on this show. We haven't figured out exactly what we're going to do, but we're going to work you in and get you on this show somehow. You're going to be here on Sunday nights doing the 5 o'clock show. So we're really excited to have you here and really excited for all the stories you're going to do for us.
I'm really excited, and thanks for having me.
Absolutely. All right, time for our next break. It's halftime. Up next, Making an Impact. How a Hall of Fame basketball coach is getting the most out of her players on and off the court. It's next in our FCA Story of the Week on The Score Sunday.